Today it's all about beat making, and I'm going to show you how Hookpad can help you to find an awesome chord progression, a melody, and maybe even make some choices on instrumentation. So let's jump right in. Okay, so now I'm in Studio One and I have already created a groove. And the next thing I need to do is to find a chord progression and maybe like a hook melody. To do this, I want to bring this beat into Hookpad, so I'll export this. We can just export it as MP3 because Hookpad will use MP3 under the hood anyway. So let's see, export range between loop is fine. Yeah, let's just export this. Next I go to Hookpad and yeah, let's start with a blank project, and then we'll just drag in this file we just created. We'll get a prompt to select a tempo. Basically what we need to do is sync our Hookpad project to the beat we already have. I don't know the tempo right now. I could go back into Studio One, but let's just try out the set tempo by tapping function here. Tap the Q key, so let's tap this. Maybe 80 BPM should sound about right. We also need some swing timing, a quarter beat, and maybe something like 60% should be okay for us. Let's click continue, and there's our beat. Let's just loop it. Yeah, we could also use the loop button, which will give us the whole project full of loops. Next, I think I want to choose a key. I think I want to create something a bit dark, a bit melancholic, so let's just use a minor key here. And for some inspiration, I'll just use some of the chord progressions Hookpad is already offering. So yeah, let's just try the first one. Go back, make a loop here. Oh, that's a bit classical here. Let's see if we can... So I like these ones. Maybe choose something with more minor chords. Let's try it like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I like the first two very much. Let's just use another minor chord here perhaps. And yeah, let's just go back to C minor here for now. Yeah, that goes definitely in the right direction. I want to have another chord here, so let's split this up. And yeah, let's take another 5 here. So we have 1, 5, 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. The next thing I want to do is to create a smoother bass line, because right now the bass is a bit jumpy. It has big jumps here. And to do this, I'll just use the guides and see which bass notes will fit to those chords. Yeah, let's just start here. Bring this up by an octave, and now I can see immediately that we have like a descending line here. It's 1, 7, 6, 5. See? These notes are in our chords here, and they will fit. So the next thing I want to do is use inversions, and I'll just tap the I key. Basically until the color of the chord has the same color as the note here. And I think here we need the second inversion. And yeah, let's remove this guideline here and let's listen to it. Yeah, that's much better. So before we start making a melody, I want to bring in some more band instruments for inspiration. Yeah, let's just start with a template. There are many templates here. Perhaps we just search for string. Yeah, let's try out this. Yeah, not bad. Perhaps the other one. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's gonna be great. I like this. Yeah, let's open this, bring this in. And maybe, I think the first thing we need is a bit of a deeper bass here. So yeah, let's choose an electric bass maybe. Thumb bass should be great. And let's try to find a pattern. Let's try out this other one. Oh, this is a slow one. Ah, but it has different bass notes in it, so maybe we just speed this up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think right now the bass notes are creating nice transitions from one chord to the other, so yeah, let's leave it like this. Let's see what the other instruments are bringing. I like the string sound. Maybe I'll just duplicate this and we'll bring in some more strings, maybe power strings here. Let's see. It's already better, and maybe we just make another track and bring in some synth pads. Let's see what we have. Smooth pad. Not bad. Let's see what this is. Let's bring in the piano. Yeah, this works for me. So what I'm still missing is like a strummed guitar maybe in the background. We add another track, a harmony track, guitars, acoustic, and let's see if we can find one. Perhaps a pop rhythm. Yeah, this starts to groove now. So let's tuck it a bit back. Yeah, so this right now is for me something which has a vibe, has a groove, and now I'm ready to find a melody or a short hook line which might fit to these chords. So one of the easiest things for me to do is I'll just use my guides again. They're still turned on. So we'll start with a 1. Yeah, let's just make it a whole note, and then we'll just use some of those notes which are shown to us here. So maybe we use a 2 next, and yeah, let's go up to a 4. Bass note goes down, so the melody should go up, I think. So it's just sounding a bit richer. And let's see, yeah, just go down to the 1 again, over the 3 and the 2. So let's use it. 3, make it shorter, and a 2. Next, I want to bring in some rhythmic elements, maybe some triplets. Let's see, let's listen again and sing a bit. Ba da da da, ba da da da, ba da da da. Yeah, let's try it like this. Let's split this note here. Make a triplet. Da 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 dum. And then let's just draw in like a transition here. Da 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 dum. Yeah, this works. Great. Let's just copy this for the timing's sake. Maybe 3 times. We had these notes here, and let's fix the transitions. We came here from above. Maybe we do the same here. And the same here too. Let's see. Yeah, let's do the same here, the same move. Make this shorter. bring this down. And for the end, maybe we go up to the 5 again. Let's see how this would sound. Yeah, very great. So now I want to have an 8-bar phrase. So let's just copy everything over. I think the start is fine. Can leave it, and maybe we just create a top note here. And when we're up there, we could just swap those 2 notes. And let's see how this sounds. Yeah, this sounds great. Maybe even have another top note here. I think I need to bring this up by 1. So the last thing I want to do in Hookpad is I want to bring in some other lead sounds. I don't like this bright piano. I think maybe let's just use a soft piano here instead. But it's a bit too far back in the mix, so I'll just duplicate it and bring in the other octave. Let's see. Yeah, this works. Maybe we'll bring in another synth element here. Let's see. Super saw. This is a bit too bright. Let's see. Singing saw. What's this? Oh, this is nice. Yeah, and in the case I will need it later, I'll just bring in another harmonized voice here, because it's super easy in Hookpad, and we got it for free, and we'll export it with the MIDI, and it will just be there if we need it. So the way to do this in Hookpad is just add another lead track, and then we select the harmonizer as instrument, 1-note harmonizer, and now this harmonizer will add second lead voices to all the other lead instruments which are in the same lead voice. Let's solo this, let's try this out. Yeah, let's make it a bit higher. Nice. Okay, so this for me works now. We have a melody, we have chords, we have even like a second melody. So next, we just export it to MIDI. Export MIDI. I'll use all bands because I have the feeling that some of those patterns we got for free from Hookpad will be useful in the DAW later. So let's just leave it as all bands. Export it, and then we go back to our DAW and we import our beat. I think it's called still Untitled because I forgot to save it. Don't do it like me. Save your songs. Save beat. And now we have all the MIDI we just created with Hookpad in our DAW, ready to work with it. Okay, so I have been producing for a while, and I was able to use most of the MIDI Hookpad gave me, and I just dragged in some instruments to create some richer sounds and do all the things you do in production there. So I have created an awesome bass sound with Omnisphere, which is just playing the Hookpad MIDI. I was also able to use the guitar MIDIs, like the strummed guitars we get from Hookpad, and just add like standard Studio One guitar sounds on it. It's not the most realistic thing, but to have some strumming in the back of your beat, this is totally fine. We don't need any expensive plugins or anything for this. Just use the Hookpad created strummed MIDI file and you're totally fine there. I have also created some strings here with a piano and some delays. I've added some more pads, again with Omnisphere, just to get some overtones. I created something I called Noisimba, which is playing this piano pattern we had before. It's basically just like a super detuned synthesizer combined with a kalimba sound, which fits very well into all those pads. And for the lead, I basically just copied what we did in Hookpad. I'll use a piano sound here. With a delay, so we get to fill in all the spaces in between the long notes. And I just added like a lead guitar, synth lead guitar sound, which gave the whole thing some sustain. Yeah, and this is what our whole track sounds in the end. So this is how Hookpad could help us with all the difficult stuff in beatmaking, finding chords, finding a melody, finding a bass line, finding all three of those and have them fit together actually. And we could do all this in Hookpad super fast, which let us stay in this kind of creativity zone where you just keep on songwriting and outputting stuff which is in your mind and you get inspired to do so. And at the end we could use all the MIDIs we got from Hookpad and start using sounds, be creative there without worrying about chords and all this stuff, because that was already there. Just drag in sounds until it sounded great. What did you think of our little track at the end? Would you have made the same choices as I did, or would you have done something completely different? Please let me know in the comments. Until then, see you soon. Bye.